Hello everyone, this is Jay. So yesterday I was driving and I stopped somewhere to do something. I don't remember exactly what I was doing in my car, but I got on Facebook and there was that little math, this little basic math problem that went viral, and me and two guys actually get into it. This little math problem here, as simple as it might seem, there has been a lot of debating about it on Facebook because some people believe the answer is one, and you have other people like myself who actually believe the answer is 16. And I don't care who you are, I don't care how many degrees you got. I'm gonna tell you right now, the answer is 16. And I'm gonna take the time to actually explain to you why your answer is one and why it is incorrect. And I'm gonna also explain to you why 16 is the correct answer. 16 is the correct answer because there is one simple thing that everybody is missing. Everybody is missing one simple thing. At the end of that video, I'm gonna do all of them. Why people getting one, why one is the wrong answer, and I'm also doing it. I'm gonna do it correctly and help you see why 16 is actually the correct answer for this little problem. Now, anybody who knows Haitians, we don't need calculators to do math. We'll do it from here. So you're dealing with a Haitian guy right now. So I don't care how many degree you got from the US. If you can get this correct, I'm sorry, but you might need to go back to school and refresh your brain. Especially me and that guy that tell me, man, I got 2 degrees, I got a master in a bachelor. One is the answer. And then when I explain it to him and send him a whole Facebook, then he finally agreed that 16 is actually the correct answer. So, baby, come over here. Let's go ahead and do this. So, for those of you that have one, okay, this is why you're getting one, because you're doing it wrong. The first thing you're probably doing, you're probably multiplying this, which is 2 times 2, which will be 4, and then 2 times 2 again is 4. So you add in both of this. So you got 4 plus 4, which will be 8. You bring that 8 down. You still have the division sign. So now you got 8 divided by 8, which will give you 1. I can see why you do it that way. I can definitely see why. Because you're thinking of panda. That's understandable. Now, the other way some people will do it, that will also give you 1, will be to do the inside the parentheses. They will do 2 plus 2, that will be 4, and then bring that down. You got 8 divided by 2. Okay, now they're gonna multiply that with that inside parentheses. So you got 2 times 4, that's give you 8. Bring the 8 down. Okay, now you still equal 1. Now, I'm pretty sure that some of you, that's how you guys probably doing it to get 1. I'm going to explain to you now why 1 is incorrect and why 16 is the correct answer. This is the simple mistake that all these people making with these little basic mathematical problems. And I have kids that I have to teach math. It would be pretty embarrassing to me if I couldn't teach my kids this little basic mathematics correctly. Now, please look at that problem. Anybody who knows panda like I do, okay, making one simple mistake here. Now, if you're looking at inside that parentheses, okay, you're gonna have to do that first, which will be 2 plus 2 equal 4. Now, that 4 is still inside the parentheses. This is what a lot of people are not seeing. The simple fact that you have the 2 plus 2 inside that parenthesis, that's a different equation. You're gonna have to treat the outside the same way. So that equation here is actually that. So you have to do 2 divided by 2, which will give you 4. So now you have to bring those two guys down. Now you're gonna have 4 times 4, which will give you 16. That is the basic way to do this and to explain it, because I don't think people looking at this, they're looking at that, they're thinking, oh, the inside you have to do it and then the outside is different. I'm gonna go back to the previous one I did. Now, if you're doing it that way, okay, 2 plus 2, you got 4, and then you multiply that 2. That's why you're getting 1, because you treating that as one equation. You technically have 2 different equations, because you're gonna have to treat the outside the same way. You have to do 2 plus 2, which will give you 4. That's the inside the parentheses. That still stay in the parentheses. You cannot use that 2 yet, because now you have to do 8 divided by 2, which will give you 4. Since these parentheses are what I will call invisible parentheses, you had to think of them being invisible because that wasn't there. You had to add that to separate the equations. So that's gonna give you 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Now, that was in fact inside the parentheses. So now you have to do that 4 multiply the 4 that you had from adding these 2 together. So now you got 4 times 4, which is give you 16. I truly hope this explanation helps somebody understand and see where all this confusion coming from, because I can tell you right now, 16 is still my final answer. And if you're one of those math geniuses who wanna argue, who wanna tell me you got a PhD, you got a bachelor, you got multiple degrees, we can go at it again. I will put every money I have in my bank's account, every single dime I have saved, every money I have invested, I'm gonna bet you on that 16 is the answer, and it will be my final answer. So to all of you who thinking 1 is the answer, you sucks at math.